Well, we just learned a whole lot about Sayori. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over, too. I don't think Sayori is right. Wait, let me read that again. Oh, I actually said, I think Sayori is right, not I don't think Sayori is right. I got it totally wrong. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. Are you sure about that, though? As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri! Ah! Thank goodness, you're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Are you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I'd known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Maybe it's just because she's not used to texting people. It was really hard to talk to coach her into texting people. Maybe it just wasn't the first thing she thought of doing. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it'll be fine. Take Yuri to my room. And this is what his room looks like. There, we got all his anime DVDs right there. And his tiny flat... And his really small flat screen TV. This mirrors that TV is really small. What the hell? Maybe it's just the perspective. First thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so it's very considerate of you to do. No. I'll be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched his wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. That's where I keep my Boku no Pico DVDs. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine. Let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Well, the work's not gonna start itself. Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. You need to get some nice dubstep going on. Atmospheric enhancements, you know. Mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh, aromatherapy, okay. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity, and for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? Is that really the right word to describe her? Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. She's going to use them during the poetry events. Oh yeah, like what? Let's see. Your arm just through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these... Oh shit, I accidentally skipped part of that. Did some shopping here. Did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. Okay, I think I did read that just about correctly. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's that wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. I thought it was a shield. A useless shield that burns whenever it touches fire. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Maybe it is magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole on the top. It smells wonderful. And it's also making me feel really good, man. What kind of mood is that one for? This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that will be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable, but you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. You see, this is how you make her open up. You treat her well. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. You won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will those be used for? We're going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract someone to peek inside. It's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you'd put it. So I guess it's one of her personality traits. She's really, really creative. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Definitely. Maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, John. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Ah, alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. The knife is strangely beautiful. It suits her, I guess. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. It's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well... Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? You promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. Oh, that... You know, honestly, I did not expect this. I did not see it coming that you'd be into knives. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe. Ooh, what am I saying? Please don't think that I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's just, it's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Everyone just keeps laughing constantly. What the hell? If you tried to do like a drinking game every time someone goes, you'd be like really screwed by this game. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife, I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do we even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! John! Why'd you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no! A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. He takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. Ah! He stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. I'm not worrying. He puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. Okay, that went from like maybe 25 here to 100 really fast. Went from 0 to 100 really fast. I was gonna say 25, but yeah, it definitely is like, yeah, that's totally not something you'd expect. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird and took me by surprise. I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. This could be a bad sign. You're screwing it up, man.